Uy, Dios mío, buenas noches, señoras y señores. Hoy tenemos edición club de lectura. Entonces, estoy aquí básicamente porque después de guardar la partida, si la das hacia atrás, sigue la historia. Entonces, menos mal que me he dado cuenta, nada más que empiecen a hablar automáticamente. Así que, básicamente, está justo donde lo dejamos ayer. Simplemente han dicho, parece que la medicación le ha hecho algo de efecto, porque sabemos que en algún momento nos drogaron y estamos atados en una silla y nos han tirado un cubo de agua por encima. Fin de la historia. Así que prosigamos a ver qué nos cuentan.
No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you? Give it up!
Nos odian,
Come on, cooperate. What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence?
No. Creo que lo mejor va a ser dejarlo como estaba y bajarle esto un punto y a tomar por culo. Es que 6 es demasiado alto. Mira, vamos a dejarlo así. Y así se lo ponemos en modo lectura. Vamos a hacer así un poquito y así otro poquito y ya está. Si la evaluación se podrá usar como prueba.
You still haven't figured it out.
Es
There
que,
are no laws here to protect criminals like
tío, que es un niño, ¿No os estáis pasando un poco? Es un menor de edad.
obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh? You should know your place.
Algo me sigue oliendo mal, Algo va a pasar aquí. Esto no está...
Sign here. It's a confession under your name.
¿Qué coño voy a firmar?
I need your
Si no es
hand to
verdad.
sign this, bud. I don't care if you end up losing a leg.
Son unos hijos de puta, Pero muy sucios, los
Don't
cabrones.
expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
Pero yo no he hecho nada. Nada malo, vaya.
Excuse me, but this area is off.
I'm Nijima from the Public Prosecutor's Office.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
Just let me
Ven a
through.
interrogar,
It's
¿no?
urgent. There's something I need to confirm with the suspect.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides...
You prosecutor,
Es verdad, claro, que lo habían quitado cuando había recibido el aviso.
Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience.
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself.
A mí me
This is
parece que te
my
van a
case.
quitar,
Good luck to you then. I won't be expecting much though.
Prosecutor, I forgot to mention something important. Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long. It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
I understand.
Pero aquí es donde empieza toda la historia, ¿no?
Well done on making it this far, inmate. Now that you have traversed your long, perilous recollection, you truly have entered the present. The effects of that drug are gonna wear off soon. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin. The evil influence who wishes you dead is fast approaching. If you want to win this unreasonable game, if you wish to take back your stolen future, recall the bonds you formed with your allies and grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
Comprende los vínculos, ok.
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here.
Joder, en serio tiene que estar aquí.
End to the hero of justice.
Tiene montada una en la calle.
But I now have a general idea of the methods you used for your crimes. There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time is nearly up. I do have a suggestion, though.
Claro, esto es todo lo después de todas las preguntas durante el juego, ¿no?
I'll consider lightening your sentence.
¿Un trato?
I have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win. Even if it means broken.
Tengo aquí la chuleta para conseguir el final de que nos da más meses de juego, ¿eh? O sea que en principio no debería pasar nada, esperemos, vaya.
Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now. You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against its very existence. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty.
Ah, genial.
Unless you accept my proposal. Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you in this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with the Phantom Thieves. First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin, Ryuji Sakamoto. One of the victims of the Kamoshida case, An Takamaki. Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil, Yusuke Kitagawa. The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki, Futaba Sakura. The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO, Haru Okumura. And the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy, Makoto Nijima.
Te
Those
falta
are your
uno.
accomplices in the Phantom Thieves
Te
case, are they
falta
not?
uno. Vale, aquí es cuando se te presente la opción, tenemos que seleccionar. No me suenan de nada.
So you won't sell out your friends. Then let me change the question. I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves. Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crimes or lent their aid? Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if your sentence is not lightened. You had the cooperation of people outside your group, did you not? Can you tell me about them?
No, nadie hizo eso.
I see. So you won't speak a word about either your teammates or your collaborators. Do you even understand the position that you're in?
Sí, me estáis amenazando de muerte.
Goro Akechi. There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves as well. Might he be a part of your team too?
Qué chino, eso es imposible.
So Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. Very well. So be it. You clearly have no intention of bargaining with me.
No, definitivamente no. No tengo ni idea.
Even now, you're still acting as though you're a hero of justice. Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish to defend their honor? Why won't you talk about them?
Van contra la justicia.
Don't be ridiculous. You're not the one to decide such things.
¿A esto llamamos justicia?
Justice? Then tell me, what is this justice you speak of?
De seguir el camino correcto.
Sticking to the right path? That's no different from us. You continue to stand firm. Are you implying that we have no evidence on you? You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a fairy tale. But many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn the truth. The truth, huh? I don't even know what's right anymore. And it's all due to your strange story.
¿Y qué hay del verdadero culpable?
After all this, you're still...
Se está pasando el efecto del fármaco.
Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a poor act.
A mí no me engañas. Tengo la sensación de que se me olvida algo importante.
You realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Hey, can you hear me? It seems your mind is clearing up. But unfortunately, my time has run out. Although I find
Conversación
your
sobre las
story to be quite
tortitas.
interesting, I won't be able to speak
No
with you
recuerdo
anymore.
esa escena. ¿Me estás queriendo decir que esa es la loca del coño esta que va matando gente? No,
Huh? What are you getting
me
at?
falta alguien. Buenas noches,
That's
por
right.
cierto.
No matter the results of this case, I won't be receiving credit. I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation.
Sala de interrogatorios. Es verdad, sí me acuerdo.
So, how did that thing we asked you to look into go? Nijima mentioned a special interrogation room, didn't she? Good. It looks like we can make this work if we lure them there.
Hey, are you listening?
Se ve en el plan, ¿eh? El plan maestro.
We're done talking here. Goodbye.
¿Por qué has venido aquí?
Why? Because this is my job. Don't ask me such odd questions. Anyhow, there's one last thing I want to ask you. There's something that's been bothering me for some time now. Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told to remain on standby. A short while later, I received word you were caught in the act, within some bizarre phenomenon. But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you out, correct? If that's true, who could it have been? Don't you have any idea?
Traicionado. Tremendo anuncio, un minuto.
My suspicions were true in the end.
Para que te lo goces.
Still, to think his true intention was to sell us out.
William, buenas
Although I wanted to
noches.
figure out a way to hand it over. It's all up to you, leader. The smartphone, duh. We've been talking about it this whole time. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said than done. We'll be counting on you to pull this one off.
What's wrong? Might you have an idea as to who sold you out?
Empieza a recordar.
What do you recall? If you know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things to end like this.
Por lo menos esta no me pisa la pierna, ¿sabes? No me quiere romper. He volvido. Genial. Lo que confiscaron.
Confiscated? You mean this phone? It's yours, isn't it? I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated, but it's only a matter of time until it's cracked. What's so important about this smartphone? Are you going to unlock it and show me the data?
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that app ready. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone.
¿De qué hablas? No estoy entendiendo nada. Aquí están pasando
Code when
cosas.
the others tell you? You need need to show your phone to the true culprit. You know, the traitor.
El traidor.
Hey, what are you trying to get at here? And what about this smartphone?
Muestra solo el traidor.
The traitor?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that realm, my task will be simple. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life.
¿De quién cojones es esa voz?
I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to?
Ya te lo he dicho.
What do you... My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
¿Es el jefe? ¿Estamos hablando del jefe de la UCI esta Luce y... ¿cómo se llame?
What are you plotting? I can't even begin to fathom it. But it appears my time is up. This is as far as our conversation can go. This will be my last involvement with this case. Very well. I've listened to your whole story, so I may as well play along to the end. And that honest look in your eyes. I used to view the world the same way too once. I'll place my bet on you.
Sigo sin entender quién cojones es el culpable, ¿eh? De momento, vaya. Bien, Sai, por fin nos entiende, alegría. Dao ay. Ah, que la hemos subido a nivel 10, genial. ¿Me va a dar algo? Justicia verdadera. Cooperad como camaradas que luchan por la justicia y buscan la verdad. ¿Y qué cojones me da esto de justicia verdadera? Satán. Genial. Siempre gusta.
I'll be going now. What good will this do, though? Akechi-kun? Why are you here?
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly responsible for this case. How did you get approval?
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the investigation team after all. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well, don't you think?
They assigned you command?
That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with the public security interrogation. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated here, yes? Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the Phantom Thieves?
Efectivamente.
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot.
No. Estamos ahora en el contenido del Royal, el contenido extra.
You must first trick your allies.
So it was you.
Ya nos
You're
queda
the
poco.
one who sold out the Phantom Thieves. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to? My God. You're referring to him.
¿A Akechi? ¿Se refiere a Akechi?
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun.
Ah, faltan dos palacios, genial.
Familiar to you?
Pues el
Excuse me?
precontenido del Royal. Llamémoslo así.
What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great accomplishment. Good luck in there.
Foolish woman.
¿Qué está pasando? ¿Akechi es el malo? ¿Me quieres decir? ¿Me estás diciendo que Akechi es el malo? No te creo, ¿eh? No te creo.
May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
What are you?
Y lo mató.
I owe you for all of this. Thanks. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan, and now it will be completed. Your popularity truly was quite stunning. That just made using you all the more worthwhile.
¿Qué dices? ¿Que es el malo maloso?
Have you finally pieced it all together?
No. Me faltan cosas. Todavía no lo he entendido.
Case closed. This is how your justice ends.
¿Por qué he muerto? Perdón, ¿sí he dado las respuestas correctas? No estoy entendiendo nada.
Shido-san, my job is complete.
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left is to deal with the remnants.
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify public frenzy. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the
Pero si han muerto Ren, ¿qué cojones va a pasar
Is there
ahora?
any possibility they'll want to avenge their leader?
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. They have no backbone without his guidance.
Pero vamos,
I will keep my eye on them just in case, though.
que Don Limpio estaba detrás de todo esto, por lo que veo.
Live their lives cowering
Cágate
in
por la
fear of
pata
death.
abajo.
An apt punishment for obstructing our work.
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it as well.
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all. More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide right about now. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my comments on the matter.
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as well.
Bueno, si este es el calvo también el que nos mete en todo el problema del juicio y todo eso desde un principio. El corrupto este que estaba con la mujer en la calle borracho. Y que nosotros simplemente lo empujamos y con eso nos la lió. Bueno.
No. It can't be. Even me. God damn it. Shit.
What was all that about, showing him this phone? The Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is this?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice. Sai Nijima.
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well. Now then, I'll tell you detailed steps to take. You must save him.
You want me to save him?
Pero si está muerto, le ha pegado un disparo en la cabeza. Pero, what kind of black magic is this?
What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here? I thought you were done with your business.
Did anyone else stop by? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for anyone else to come down here.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So it's all true.
O sea, que es Akechi el que está hablando.
Is something the matter?
O sea, sabían desde un principio que era Akechi el que estaba detrás de todo esto.
So he won't be able to make it down today.
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things instead.
You? But...
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any
¿Qué está
evidence.
pasando?
I suggest you go into hiding at once.
Se
if you
puso
value your
interesante
life.
la telenovela, ¿eh?
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust nobody. Forget this ever happened.
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young
Anton,
man who is...
can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How
Hostia.
about we have you do an idle thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise. To think that the one behind all this is just a minor.
But considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the
Vaya.
number of charges brought against him,
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
police have no evidence to
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Normal. Right.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still
Podrían poner subtítulos, ¿no? No sé qué cojones pone ahí.
to attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one phantom thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
Estoy concentrado, por eso no hablo. Que no quiero perderme ni un solo detalle de esto, porque todavía no me entero de qué cojones está pasando.
He had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That phantom thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news.
Madre
The
mía,
young man
pero...
held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released.
To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It may be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
No puede ser. Todavía me queda juego. No puede. O sea, no lo han podido matar. O sea, claramente sabemos que lo del suicidio es falso, pero... ¿Era una trampa? No sé. ¿Qué? ¿Qué? ¿Cómo que lo tenemos?
It would seem as though you have been killed. But why were you killed? Why did you have to die?
Buena pregunta.
Remember? It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy. Indeed, your death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom. What a tremendous plan. How might you be capable of executing such a feat? Well then, let us rouse the memories which are missing.
O sea, no estamos muertos. La primera vez que sentí que algo no encajaba, eso es, fue en el festival del instituto.
Hey, they're going. You realized it too, then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Está tramando algo. O sea, está... Es que no me acuerdo de esta escena.
Probably. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station.
Sí. Ah, vale, me lo van a recordar.
There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy.
Investiguemos un poco más.
Yeah, that was my plan too. Okay, let's get everyone on the same page right away. There's something else we want you to look into. One more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their phone conversation.
Una llamada más, o sea, una persona más.
That'll be tough.
Aparte de Akechi. Tú puedes, Futaba.
I agree.
Aparte de Akechi.
Plan to bug directly on the phone. So it's impossible even for you. I didn't say it was impossible.
O sea, el otro, ¿no? El calvo, el don limpio.
Okay.
Pero supongo que tiene que ser ese, ¿no?
That's perfect. An incredible one.
Pero dímelo. ¿Putada piensa hacer algo? Me pregunto si todo irá bien.
This is gonna be fun. I can't wait.
Vamos, que de momento va todo a pedir de Milhouse. Aunque estemos muertos, supuestamente.
I see. So we're going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble. I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
¿Cómo cojones estamos aquí? ¿Cómo hemos entrado aquí? ¿Cómo han entrado ahí? ¿A la sala? No. Nice. Eso suena que tenemos más contenido. Mis recuerdos empiezan a aclararse. Exacto. Eso es lo que de verdad me ocurrió en aquel momento. ¿O son recuerdos falsos? Lo que acabamos de ver. ¿Eh? ¿Qué está pasando, Dios mío? ¿Pero qué está pasando? Por favor, que alguien me lo... No estoy entendiendo nada. ¿Debería empezar a atender algo? ¿O es que soy retrasado? He oído que han arrestado a un ladrón fantasma, no puede ser. No pensé que fuera a suicidarse. Era un asesino, merecía morir. Ya podemos estar tranquilos. Se ha suicidado, ¿no? Ya no podremos conocer sus motivaciones. Estoy agotado. Siento que estoy a punto de perder el conocimiento.
Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are you listening?
¿Me han vuelto a drogar o qué? Sí, ¿no? Tiene pinta que me han vuelto a drogar.
Are you listening?
Sí.
Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of this situation.
Vale.
Futaga's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive.
It's on a completely different level than just that.
Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns.
Genial.
His offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill him. If we go into Sis's palace as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large ambush of police forces.
To think he would be this
Ah.
I know now what it means to feel a chill down my spine. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace.
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment.
So, this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us.
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him. And he told us he had seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire time!
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got enough proof to do it?
No. Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere. The grand mastermind behind
O sea,
it all.
esto está sucediendo antes de que nosotros hayamos hecho el palacio, quiero entender. Porque por un lado hemos tenido que piratear el teléfono de Akechi para conseguir sus llamadas, que es lo que ya sabemos, y luego seguramente el dedo limpio.
An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect inside of a police station.
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Akechi.
But what means do we have of learning his identity?
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that mastermind will likely eliminate us.
I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes. If he realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt to kill us immediately.
Damn it! So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestion.
But if we go into the palace like we're told, he'll get arrested, and then Akechi will kill him.
Palace. The palace.
Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding...
Aha! We can use the palace to our advantage!
No estoy entendiendo nada.
There's a way. A way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us, all while learning his identity. Really?
You gotta be kidding me!
If he wants to kill the guy, why not let him? That is, inside of a palace.
Yes, we could have him kill the cognitive version,
all the while believing he killed the real one.
Mm.
Yeah, that's it! It seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell them to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're her sister, correct?
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
It's ancient history now.
Eh?
Man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
Ok, seguimos vivos.
How have you been?
O sea, estamos entendiendo lo que sucedió es que engañamos a Kechi con la parte cognitiva del... O sea, a Kechi ha matado al Ren cognitivo dentro del palacio, por eso no hemos muerto realmente. No era la realidad, vaya. Por eso se ve luego como el guardia desaparece en humo negro. Estás entendiendo bien. O sea que entiendo que luego lo del palacio realmente no ha sucedido, porque si no, nos hubiesen llevado. O sí ha sucedido, pero se la hemos jugado a Kechi, una de dos. Bueno, eso ya... Bueno, morí.
You must be fine if you're joking around like that.
It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
Casi me da un infarto.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell boss what really happened?
Oh,
We wanted to make
aquí
our
nos va a
enemy believe
contar.
the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
Vale.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a sec. Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
O sea que ha hecho bien acertando.
Set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit. I see. So you guys were going up against someone else.
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Akechi metió la pata.
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back.
O sea que sí hemos estado en la cárcel, pero entonces lo que no entiendo es cómo cojones hemos salido de ahí. Así porque sí y ya está. Eso sí que no lo entiendo. Recuerda, Sharon, si tienes Amazon Prime, puedes vincularlo a tu cuenta de Twitch y suscribirte con Prime para no tener anuncios.
He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
Ah, Sai nos saca después de que se lo contase todo Futaba a través del móvil. En Canarias nos renta.
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit.
Bueno, a ver, pero el Prime no es solo ya por el envío, ¿sabes? Sino por el Amazon Prime Video, que también te lo meten en conjunto. Luego más todo el botín que puedes conseguir de Twitch para videojuegos y juegos gratis. para lo que cuesta, igual a lo mejor te acaba rentando, porque solamente lo pagas una vez al año, así que...
In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff. So what was this mistake
A ver,
Takechi made?
las tortitas, ¿no? Supongo. Que no paras de decir.
In regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean a cat?
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry.
Pancakes.
Was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too.
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Huh.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake.
Cágate por la pata
Akechi
abajo.
had already been in the metaverse by then.
Pancakes.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all.
Ah. Tuvimos suerte.
That said, we weren't so naive to overlook something like that. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone. I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app. My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined.
Claro, es verdad, le coge el móvil en una de las escenas. Diciendo, hola, es el último modelo, no sé qué.
After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence.
So they plan to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
Y lo suelta así como así en una llamada.
But to think he was this far gone.
Ya se le estaba yendo bastante la pinza en ese momento, ¿eh?
Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes. On top of that,
Increíble.
there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority.
Don
So
limpio.
great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Ah,
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing.
como si... Hasta que fuimos al instituto.
You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it.
Una gran idea.
Yeah, it's good we have her heading up our operations.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming.
O sea, que ahora nos queda
I
desacreditar.
just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis.
Desacreditar con todas las pistas que tenemos, o sea, con todas las pruebas, no pistas, con todas las pruebas que tenemos a Ketchi y a Don Limpio.
The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both of us. We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop?
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Claro.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush. As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse. Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand and merely acted like we were taking the treasure.
¿Cómo sabíamos que era eso el tesoro?
The police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us.
Bueno, pero
And just as
técnicamente...
expected, he totally took the bait.
Claro, porque el tesoro aparecía Ryuji ya directamente con el maletín. En ningún momento se materializa nada ni sabemos exactamente lo que hay dentro del maletín, claro. O sea, que era falso. Qué fuerte, ¿no?
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
Claro, es verdad. Claro, estás tú entonces interrogando al Ren cognitivo. ¿Y cómo cojones meten a Akechi? Con el móvil. Con ese móvil, ¿no? Parece que usó este portátil para acceder remotamente al metaverso. Preguntarle por él ahora alargaría demasiado la conversación. Ya se lo comentaré luego.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left
Ajá.
thinking he had been victorious.
El que interrogaba era real. Ah, no sé. Hay muchos detalles de los que no me estoy enterando. O sea, interrogan al real, pero luego utilizan el móvil este que tenían incautado para acceder al metaverso, para que se crease la copia de la sala con el Ren cognitivo dentro. Y que Akechi entrase directamente al mundo cognitivo sin darse cuenta. Y como no estaba expuesta al peligro, no se cambió de ropa, por tanto no se dio cuenta de que era el mundo cognitivo y mató al ren falso.
It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world
Madre mía.
room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
Efectivamente.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. Astounding. I
Ah.
hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it?
Con tanto fármaco no lo recuerdo.
Understandable. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
Hombre, no había otra opción, la
Tell
verdad.
you the true culprit's plan. I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
Dijimos la verdad.
We emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes.
Doble función, sensación única.
You had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
Genial. Todo
You
bien.
guys have that much influence?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Increíble. Me está explotando la cabeza ahora mismo con tanta información, ¿eh?
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence and even drugs is utterly abnormal.
Toma ya, viejecito gratis, ¿eh?
And hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
Fue pan comido.
How tough are you?
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion. Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against.
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Can it, cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well. From
Efectivamente.
here forward, I will do my utmost to assist you. You saved me, after all.
That's reassuring to hear.
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Just let me know. Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain is pooped.
Ya ves.
Oh,
Estoy un
and
poco
feel
en la
free to use the
caca.
first floor when you guys want to get together and talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me.
Que te pague
Let us
la
accept his offer.
la rica, ¿no? Un dinerillo. Total, tiene una empresa gigante. Se actualiza el resumen de la historia. Bueno, do limpio otra vez. Reina Mamilla.
That sounds familiar.
¿De qué me suena?
It's me, Akechi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
Joder, puta, que sí. Morite, puto.
There's no doubt that this election is mine.
Claro, este se presentaba con su grupo político, ¿no?
The snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Pues algo me dice
Well, the Phantom
que vuelva
Thieves are back
relacionado.
together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I heard that somewhere.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Who? I believe he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh?
Do you
No
have
tiene
some
pinta,
kind
no
of
es.
evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
Ok.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
Huh,
So his current
definitivamente.
position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses. We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido, from whom
Bueno.
Wakaba died. I had a
O sea, está metido en todo.
but there wasn't anything I could do. So I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Se
Originally,
mató a
I
la
was looking
madre
into the mental
putada.
shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties.
O sea, matan a Wakaba, la madre Futaba. Nos intentan meter a nosotros en un correccional por simplemente empujarlo intentando salvar a una mujer. Aparte de seguramente un huevo de corrupción, asesino en serie, bueno, mastermind, asesino en serie de un montón de gente para conseguir reposicionarse en las elecciones y ganar la posición de primer ministro. Y ahora vamos a ver qué más.
Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him.
Matando gente.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister?
Posiblemente que se volvería a Corea del Norte. Eso es lo que pasaría.
This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard.
¿Cómo?
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. It ain't a surprise to ask.
Hombre, la verdad es que sí. ¿Qué más?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
El edificio de la dieta, un restaurante elegante, la sede electoral, ¿no?
Talk about small scale.
Perhaps it's the diet building?
Edificio de la dieta. ¿Qué cojones es el edificio de la dieta?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
¿Y qué pasa con Akechi?
No need to waste time with him. We just gotta hit the head. Nobody against it?
Of course.
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together.
¿Pero me voy a meter al palacio ahora?
Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that diet building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
El Capitolio. Se creerá que es el Capitolio, vamos.
We'll have to deal with this before election day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
Hasta el 18 de diciembre.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the diet building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal.
Entonces, ¿qué pretenden?
Use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
A la Moncloa.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
No, sí, desde luego.
True battle has only just begun. We won the first round.
Bien.
We must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be
Pues es bastante historia, ¿eh?
These people tried to trap and kill us.
Pensaba que serían 45 minutos, pero llevamos ya 1 hora y cuarto.
We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
Adelante.
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that.
Ya la matas a gente. Vas mejorando.
You had special powers.
10/10.
Research on cognition that I dabbled in. I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
Pero entonces, ¿qué pasó con los accidentes estos de metro?
I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Porque supuestamente había maquinistas del metro, ¿no? Que es lo que sucedía al principio del juego, que tenían como unas crisis mentales, que es lo que decían, que es básicamente una desconexión mental, y se producían accidentes de metro. Eso también está relacionado, que eran como pruebas que estaba haciendo Akechi para ver cómo funcionaba el asunto. Lo de las desconexiones de los del metro.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Tendremos problemas.
Was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have
Ahí
had to die
estás.
if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country.
Están como una puta cabra, ¿no? Pero bastante heavy.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals, which is why I made them suspects, prosecute the targets that I turned psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion. Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations, but flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters since. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're my doing. Even the government parties have begun splitting.
Es como ver un puto anime con tanto texto.
The time has finally come. Just a little more and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me.
No sé yo,
Sacrifices can't be avoided.
Claro, vas a matar medio país, ¿no? Así, para que salga todo correctamente.
Making my plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
¿Y ahora qué pasa? Ya no tenemos más a Ketchy en el grupo, ¿no? ¿Cómo va esto? Parece que por fin se están acabando las cosas. A partir de mañana vas a tener un montón... Vas a tener un montón que hacer. Intenta descansar, anda. El jefe tiene razón, descansemos. Vale, pues... Vamos a guardar la partida. Vamos a poner el cuenco de ramen, ¿no? Ah, que no... Bueno, me alegra que hayas vuelto sano y salvo, pero eso es suavizarlo mucho. Lo pasaste mal, ¿a que sí? Solo un poco. Aunque Chi iba por ti desde el principio, aunque fuera arriesgado, teníamos que contar con él, pero gracias a tu perseverancia pudimos engañarlo. Es la hora de la venganza, que se arrepienta de subestimar a los ladrones fantasma. Vamos a dormir. A dormir a tomar por culo.
Guess you won't be going to school for a while.
Pues no.
Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far.
Claro, ahora supongo que no podré subir a los confidentes, ¿no?
To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well. I'm going to stay with you until the very end. Well then, we should get to sleep. You know, something that Futaba said before, when you were in a pinch in the palace, she picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. Was that...
Vale, un segundo, están mirando una cosa. Desde una lectura de alguien que fue en tu ayuda. Era Kazumi. Claramente, todo el mundo lo sabe.
Was Yoshizawa.
Sí.
Then we'd better let her know you're safe now. And I'll even lend you a hand with that.
Va a ir a visitar a Yoshizawa, rollo. Hola. Tenemos un 3% todavía. Me siento ligeramente estafado. ¿Queréis que os diga? Yo quería tener el 100%. ¿Cómo que? Bueno, ahora están todos a favor de Akechi, claro. Está todo esto en la mierda más absoluta. Pero la pregunta es, sabiendo Akechi... Sabiendo Akechi, ¿quién son el resto de los ladrones fantasma? ¿No sería extraño que no hayan cogido y hayan metido a todos directamente en la misma mierda? O sea, si se pueden inventar pruebas como han intentado hacer, incluso inculparlo aunque sea de manera falsa al resto, inventarse una historia para relacionarlos de alguna manera. O sea, podrían haberlo hecho y no, eso sí que no lo hacen. No tiene sentido hacer elecciones, Shido va a ganar.
He's the only reliable politician there is. Plus, the current government has been getting wrapped up in scandal after scandal. Even more importantly, there's just an aura about him. Like he can fix whatever problems we have.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society back on track. Especially after it turned out those phantom thieves were nothing more than scum in the end.
We'll show you.
Ah, es verdad. Claro, sería sospechoso. Oí que habías vuelto a casa, así que lo anunciaré durante la clase. ¿Estás bien? Eres una profesora horrible. Sí, gracias. ¿Estás vivo? Las noticias dicen que te suicidaste. Llámame cuando puedas. Estaba muy confundida, pero si tú estás bien, no te preocupes por el instituto. Tú preocúpate de ir con cuidado. Ok. ¿Es verdadero eso de que el líder de los ladrones fantasma está muerto? ¿Cómo ha podido dejar la policía que se suicidara en la cárcel? Vaya panda de inútiles. Silencio, estamos en clase. Hace ya un rato que se acabó la pausa. ¿De verdad que sois como los monos de un zoo? Ah, sí, la familia de Mamilla me ha avisado de que estará ausente un tiempo, por favor. Pero, ¿qué os pensáis que es el instituto? Ya casi es la hora. Ya casi es la hora y eran las 10:05. No puede ser verdad, ¿no? Dime que estás bien. Estoy bien. Menos mal que estás a salvo. Lo del suicidio sale en todas las noticias y la profesora Kawakami dijo que volviste a tu ciudad. Tenía miedo de ponerme en contacto contigo. Hasta Sakamoto salía con evasivas cuando le preguntaba. Tranqui, no se lo diré a nadie. Por cierto, la fansite es un caos ahora mismo. Pero yo seguiré apoyándote desde las sombras. Buena suerte. ¿Me va a escribir ahora todo el mundo? Sí. Vaya. Algo está pasando con los ladrones fantasma. ¿Estás bien? Estoy bien. En serio, mira qué bien. Todo esto es un caos por culpa de los ladrones fantasma. Tú sigues con vida, así que no estarás planeando algo, ¿no? Tengo que prepararme para un escollo más. Pero me alegro de que estés bien. Oye, tengo lío, hablamos luego. Otro mensaje más, ¿no? ¿Ok? No te preocupes por eso aquí, pero intenta no hacer nada que llame la atención. Bueno, hoy es tu día libre, así que cómete el curry y tómatelo con calma. No hace falta que corras, que no creo que vaya a venir ningún cliente. Me voy a hacer la cena, que se me ha olvidado comer. Vuelvo en un rato. Que aproveche. Ahora que el curry te ha cargado las pilas, toca ponerse a pensar en la palabra clave. Madre mía. ¿Habéis dado ya con la palabra clave del Palacio de Sido? He intentado de todo, pero nada, es difícil entender los procesos mentales de una mente criminal como la suya. He estado pensando una cosa. Si él está detrás de todas las desconexiones mentales, ¿no significa que está detrás de todos los accidentes raros de los últimos años? Como el accidente del metro de abril. Efectivamente, ahí está lo que yo decía. Ahora que lo dices, el ministro de Transporte perdió el trabajo por ese accidente. Estás diciendo que Sido lo provocó, pero es el metro, ¿es que no le importan las vidas inocentes? Este hombre es increíble. Supuestamente todavía hay muchísimas víctimas en el hospital. Masayoshi Shido, ¿cuántas personas habrán matado estos años? ¿Cómo podríamos entender lo que pasa por la cabeza de un hombre tan terrible? ¿No será más rápido si vamos allí y lo pensamos en el momento? Vamos a probar. Sí, vamos a ir. Me gustaría que Ren viniera también, pero ¿pasará algo? ¿No lo verá alguien por allí? Bueno, seguramente demos con la palabra clave enseguida cuando estemos allí. Además, yo puedo despistar a quien nos siga con mi super velocidad. Vale, pues que Ren se venga. Pero recordad que vamos con la intención de no ser vistos. Vale, nos vemos enfrente del edificio de la dieta y abrimos el palacio de ese cabrón. Ok, tranquilo. Entiendo que entraremos ahora en el palacio. Sí. Ese es el plan. Por eso me pongo el gorrito y ya hasta nadie me puede reconocer. A ver, soy un muerto en vida. Puedo hacer lo que quiera.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks of this place.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country?
Conditions
What about a mansion?
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister, perhaps a school?
What about an arena, like the Colosseum?
Imperial Palace?
It's no good.
Ah, no hemos conseguido acceder.
I thought we would have gained entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't have called you here.
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace with a barrier? Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Or maybe it had some special move written in it.
Is that even possible?
Who knows? I've got no idea.
There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure him out.
Será un bar, como es un borracho.
But I couldn't get a grasp on the type of man he is.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him. Excuse me, I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country.
A ver.
It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician.
Madre mía.
I believe
Todo
that he'll
falso.
help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
An exemplary answer.
Sí, sí,
It makes sense
totalmente.
he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, is it about us?
That doesn't look good.
Huh.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's a day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. Meet at LeBlanc, okay?
Vamos allá.
We should all think about this tonight.
No me ha dado tiempo a mutear el micro, pero bueno, podía haber sido peor.
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a
Qué
citizen myself,
falso.
I'm enraged.
Qué falso.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility? Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
Pero si es lo que haces tu hijo
The
puta.
election's public notification is tomorrow. No matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
A ver, estuve viendo las entrevistas de Shi en internet, joder lo falsas que suenan. También le eché un vistazo a su perfil, pero no encontré gran cosa salvo su título y sus estudios. Tiene 53 años y ha pasado de ser parlamentario a diputado. Aunque es ministro del gobierno, se ha separado para formar el partido Futuro Unido. Shido es ministro, pero ¿qué invento es este? Fue seleccionado especialmente para el puesto, ese es su título actual. Parece que también ganó un concurso para ver... Parece que también ganó un concurso para ver quién quería... ¿Cómo? Parece que también ganó un concurso para ver a quién quería la gente tener como jefe. Ahora, joder, que no veía la esa. Hasta en las noticias dicen que va a salir elegido casi seguro. Si pudiera descubrir qué se esconde tras sus palabras...
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social reform is essential.
Reforma social. Y otro día más, ¿no? Supongo. La reputación de Shido está por las nubes, es absurdo. Este no es el nivel de popularidad de un político normal. ¿Qué lo hace tan genial? De verdad que no lo entiendo. Es un líder fuerte que protege a sus ciudadanos. Bueno, supuestamente. ¿Es que está todo el mundo ciego? Tendremos que aclarar quién es de verdad. Por cierto, ¿os importa que mi hermana venga mañana? Quiere ayudar. Me parece genial. Sae va... ¿Vas a tener a Sae en el equipo? Vale, se lo diré. Vale, mañana averiguaremos la palabra clave sin falta. ¿Por qué quieren tanto a Shido? Ya sé que nadie sabe la verdad, pero me sigue dando mal rollo. Vamos a decorar. Bol de ramen. Nice. Y ya está. Anda. ¿Y cuándo cojones han puesto esto? No me he enterado yo de eso. Bueno, en fin, lo que sea. Creo que podemos echar una partidita, ¿no? Espérate, vamos a jugar. Pero necesito guardar primero la partida. Juguemos a algo. Federman Seeker. Usamos el truquito. Usar la técnica. Bla 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 bla. Arriba abajo, arriba abajo. Genial. XXX BBB. 1, 2, 3 BBB. ¿Cuántos van a ser? XX AABB. Joder. XX AABB. ¿Algo más? Madre mía, tú. Genial. A dormir. A tomar por culo. Esto acabará con el caso de una vez por todas. Es tal y como ha dicho Shido. No nos equivocamos dejándolo en manos de Masayoshi Shido. Shido también participará en las elecciones, ¿no? Los políticos como él son muy prometedores. Sí, sobre todo presuntamente gente turbia, la verdad. ¿Qué cojones va a ser? Yo creo que es un bar.
How many do we miss?
Perhaps he truly does have a barrier up.
Right?
That's not something to be excited about.
We know all the way up to Diet Building, too.
So you enter keywords into the Metaverse Navigator.
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might be on it.
Sure thing.
Hostia, Kechi.
Goro Akechi. Him and his stupid composed face.
So, Akechi-san, is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan to capture the Phantom Thieves?
I truly apologize for causing such a stir. Honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity was at its peak. I mean, people often lashed out at me online and whatnot.
Then was it also your plan when you said they weren't at fault after their popularity declined?
That was to catch them off guard. I could say I applied my profiling knowledge. Once they lost public support, someone they thought was their greatest enemy lent a hand. That's the same strategy used in romance, wouldn't you agree?
Why is he being treated as an ace detective of justice?
It's not just on TV or online. Newspapers, magazines.
Sí, sale en todos lados, básicamente.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our comeback on the fan site. Like, at all.
The Phantom Thieves are evil. Shido and Akechi are just. It should be the other way around.
They're manipulating information using the media.
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him later. Our main issue is Shido.
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the palace keywords?
Well, there was the time with Futaba.
We didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make conjectures.
Then why don't we just go directly and see Shido?
That's impossible.
He's surrounded by bodyguards and followers all the time.
There's no way high school students can get an appointment with him either.
Well, we do have an adult with us.
Huh.
No, that's still impossible. Besides, that's too dangerous a method.
Well, this is a problem.
Huh.
What's with the ruckus outside?
To everyone gathered before Yongin Jaya Station.
Isn't that an election campaign car?
Oh, right! The candidates are currently campaigning.
Huh. Shido, ¿no? Ahí está el puto. Sí, sí, ha venido. Se ha presentado, le quedó un give a fuck, ¿eh?
Man, talk about being lucky. We can go check him out without an appointment now.
Muy bien.
Hey, Ryuji ran off toward the station. This way. Hurry! By the way, did something happen? You didn't seem well a moment ago.
La droga, que no me hace muy bien.
Is the time to rebuild this crumbling nation. Our government is littered with scandals, and criminals have taken a strong foothold in such a disgraceful past must be discarded.
Hace un nuevo futuro de esperanza, que hijo de puta.
So our children who carry the burden of the next generation can be proud of their country. So our nation can once again become a powerful.
Mira, hay un Miche ahí en el tejado a la derecha.
So our beautiful home will be acknowledged as the best country in the world.
Uy.
I humbly ask that you cast your vote for me, Masayoshi Shido. Let us all set sail toward a happy future.
El futuro brillante. Yo creo que se va a marcar un Kim Jong-un, ¿eh? El Don Limpio.
Is that the guy? You guys wait here. I'll go get intel for us.
Wait!
Hey! Yo, Shido-san!
Stand back.
I just want to talk to him for a sec.
He's a busy man.
The hell? Ain't he supposed to hear a citizen's comments?
That's enough, Brad.
You're that asshole we met at the hotel before, at the elevators. Oh, I'm sorry. So
Sí, sí.
in front of other people if you're in a hurry?
What are you talking about?
That moron! Come on, stop!
But these guys...
Hey, kid. You don't want to know what happens when you cross me.
It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last. Have they started a daycare? This ain't a show. Get lost, kid.
Ya.
Damn brat! I'll sue!
Ya por fin se ha dado cuenta, ¿no?
What are you looking at?
No sabe quién soy, en serio.
Filled with clueless children. I worry for Japan's future.
O sea, saben que me han matado, pero no saben qué cara tengo. Ni siquiera se han dignado a bajar a ver mi cuerpo. Ahí, frío y rígido por el rigor mortis. No tienen ni idea de qué cara tengo y cree que estoy muerto. O sea, han matado a alguien que no sabe ni quién es. O sea, el líder les da el fantasma, pero no saben que soy yo. Me arrestan por culpa suya.
Wait, he's the jerk you told us about before? The same guy? For real? Seriously?
You're sure, aren't you?
Muy seguro.
Shido's the one who ruined your life.
I don't believe it.
Let's get going, okay?
Shido's the guy who set you up?
What kind of fate brought you two back together?
Se llama videojuego.
Talk about a destined connection.
Shido was involved in the cognitive research too, right?
This can't be dismissed as just a coincidence.
No tiene pinta.
God, what the hell's going on here?
Shido was already a politician then. Yet he sued a student and ruined his future? He must have pulled some strings so that his name wouldn't be mentioned. Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into making a false statement.
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the police station.
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter how trivial. He's always been that way.
What a piece of shit. Children are the future, my ass. What he's saying and doing are completely different.
No me digas.
But now that we found out
Es
he
un
did it, can't
corrupto.
nothing be done about his record?
Once the courts have made a judgment, overturning that decision will be difficult. It'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and Shido admits to his crimes.
At any rate, we need to trigger a change of heart in him.
Genial.
That as it may, Shido's outer appearance and his true face are wholly different. It's beyond hypocritical. It's as if he's an entirely different person.
He speaks about the good of the country. It makes me wonder what really is on his mind.
That man's full of ambition to rise in the world. He only thinks of the weak as stepping stools for his success.
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down on others. Ugh, that's the worst.
I assume the key word for what he believes the Diet building is will be despicable too.
It must be something self-centered and completely different from politics.
Someone like him needs to be punished as soon as possible.
Let's head to the Diet building again right after school tomorrow. I feel we'll get it this time.
Okay.
Stewing over it won't get anywhere. We have to do this.
Vale, pues lo vamos a ir dejando por aquí. Efectivamente. El que está detrás de todo ha resultado ser tu archienemigo. ¡Qué poético! Ah, es verdad, las ropas. Si todo el mundo lleva uniforme, llamarás mucho la atención. Igual es mejor que te pongas un uniforme para salir. Ok. Vamos a guardar entonces. Y continuamos mañana. Nos hemos marcado bastante. La verdad no me esperaba que tuviésemos tanto contenido de golpe. O sea, sí sabía que íbamos a tener contenido, obviamente, pero no tal cantidad de golpe. Y todavía queda, porque todavía tenemos que hacer la primera visita, etcétera, etcétera, etcétera. Justo para la despedida, exactamente. Así que nada, yo sí me voy a despedir. Y mañana es jueves. Pues sí, mañana tendremos directo a la 1. Como siempre, para variar, estaremos 2 horitas o hasta que me explote la cabeza con de repente alguna teoría loca de estas que me saca el juego. Así que, como siempre, muchas gracias a todos por haber visto el directo y nos vemos el próximo día. Adiós. Chao.